Hello everyone. Myself Mohammed Wasim. I'm a graduate student at Illinois Tech in data science and also business relations strategist at Illinois Tech Career Services. Today we are going to discuss about the LinkedIn hacks and tips, like how to connect with different people, how to network with different people, and like what you have to send as a message, send as a connection. So we do have like people here and like they have doubts. So we are going to discuss this same thing in the session. Yeah, Bandhavi, you can go ahead and share your thoughts.
Okay, so basically, whenever I message someone who's hiring on LinkedIn, most of the times I don't actually receive any reply from them. And even if they reply, it will be way too late. And they mostly say that the openings are not anymore or anything of that. So I just want to know what sort of message should we send them so that we get replies faster, or like at least we get some replies from them.
So if you don't mind, can you share your screen so that like I can see like how you're trying to connect with the people, under what context, and how you're sending the messages?
Just a minute.
Just
Uh,
give me.
I mostly send them via, I mostly connect via handshake whenever I see someone who's hiring. So,
Okay, just give me a context of like what message you're sending to them, what you're typing to them as a connection part.
okay. I'll just say that I'm so and so, I'm doing my master's here and
Okay.
I've come across this job and
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to work with you or something like that.
Okay, we'll go ahead with a similar post that Bernie had shared yesterday.
Okay.
So you're able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
So yeah, this was one of the posts from the managing director of one financial company. So I had got it around like 2 days back. So her post was like friends and colleagues at Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Wayfair. I know it's been a rough week. Please reach out to refer colleagues who are looking for across data analytics product, and we have numerous opening roles. So basically, this was the post mentioned by the managing director to the LinkedIn network. So, and like my response was, hello, like particular a name of the managing director, like hope you're are doing well, and like I'm interested in this particular role, or I'm interested in the whatever like data and analytics and product thing you're doing. So like how it can be approached in a better way, which has like Bernie has been given a better insight on it. Like just like talking onto the contest, like I need a job or I need a particular position, like you are hiring for this and I want to get into that part and take my resume, rather than starting from that point, we can start it as like praising the person, like bringing into the context and praising the person, like saying some words like here they have mentioned like what a beacon of light. Thank you for reaching out to laid off folk at Amazon, Google, Wayfair, etc. So keep shining. So make sure that you keep praising the person so that they know, understand that like whatever the initiative they have created that is useful and like bringing up to the network and the connection. So getting the point, right?
Yeah. Basically, it's more about we're understanding what they're trying to do and we're trying to follow them. So they understand that we
Yes.
are actually aware what they're doing.
Yes, you should be aware of like why they're helping people, what they're doing, what the context is, what the ideology behind helping people is, and like rather than just sending that like I'm interested in the role, like start the conversation like praising them, like as I mentioned over here, like thank you for sharing some insights about like what you're doing, and I hope you're doing well. Asking them, showing courtesy, and then like putting up something like I'm interested in this particular role. So you can go ahead and see the message here.
Yeah.
So on this context is taken from my resume. So basically I'll explain this in my, whatever mentioned in my resume. So here I mentioned as like hope you're doing well. I am Mohammed, grad student at Illinois Institute of Technology. I came across the post that you would be happy to socialize my resume for data analytics role. I would be happy to like apply for the same. Looking forward to connect with you. So when the person is not connected with you, as Bandhavi mentioned, is like she's like constantly messaging and she's not getting any replies. So in the similar way, like when you start connecting people with the LinkedIn, liking their post, So you have to make sure that like you are sending this request, like as I mentioned, like praising them and understanding the context on what they are helping the people across, like how you have to connect with them, because like they are the unknown people, you don't know them and they don't know you. So you are sending them messages, make sure that they are in a proper way. As so the better DM can be like you have mentioned, hello, the particular person's name, hope you're doing well. Thanks again for your kind post or to the laid off people at the particular company. And like bringing up something from your resume, like they have mentioned as a data analytics and the product domain, right? So if you are looking into the particular domain, if something is there in your resume, bring up the same. So I had some summary with respect to my resume, and like I had put up like I spearheaded a 76% department, 25% performance, and led a project of three like this summary I have mentioned over here. So this allows the next person to understand, oh yes, he has worked on the particular thing, he has showed the result, he has worked on a particular project, he might be good fit. Like they'll get the reply, and you can continue the conversation. I can understand that this might not work in like all every messages you put up to the recruiters or connections, like whomever you make, but like this is the sole way, like which Bunny had suggested to like how you have to connect with the people and how the messages should be, like how it in a particular context. So like he has mentioned, like why better DM, what was done differently, and some DMs I have also seen like they text a long messages mentioning that I have this experience, I have done this thing, all this thing. Your LinkedIn is already posted over there, like all your profile is visible in the LinkedIn. So make sure that you keep simple and short, praising for the work they are doing, and like make the response like worded to elicit response to lay foundation for the conversation, rather than like getting into the point that I am like in need of the particular job. I am sending my resume, all kind of those things. So first start building connections, show them like the courtesy, and like you are here to communicate and build connection with them, and like putting up something relevant from your resume and showing the results like would make you an edge while connecting and discussing the further regarding job opportunities or like making connections or like everything including this.
Yeah, got it.
So have any doubts regarding this or any like suggestion you would like to give on like what context you would like to go ahead and like complete and connect with the people?
So far, I did understand whatever you're trying to communicate,
Mm,
and I did attend yesterday's of uh, career event, like the career event regarding resume and LinkedIn building, and I
mm,
understood that we have to interact with them more often, and we have to update our LinkedIn more often. So those
mm,
are a few things that I understood, which I usually don't do.
mm,
Yeah, maybe yeah, those are few things that I think I have to change from my side.
mm. Yeah, that's the part, like everything you cannot put up in resume, right? Since it's a single page format, like whatever like you have missed up in the resume, make sure that you're updating in LinkedIn. So go to the LinkedIn, like headline should be there, like relevant keywords. Like if you're going for a data kind of role, mention that like whenever like recruiters comes and looks up the main header part, he should be able to understand, okay, this current person is looking for the current role, rather than just putting up like I am actively looking for like don't like waste the space over there, like just mention that you're looking for some opportunities, like you have this skill set, and that should be good part in the header, and like also do mention the summary part, and like whichever the projects and the experience part you were not able to elaborate in the resume part, I would suggest you to like put up in the LinkedIn profile and make sure that you are sharing your LinkedIn profile in the resume thing. So whenever like someone gets your resume, they can like visit your LinkedIn profile and all those kind of things.
Yeah, got it.
Mm. And Ashlesh and Ash, do you have something to say or bring up?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Yeah.
Can you show an example of any other DM which we should use?
So I think you joined before starting this session or in middle of the session, I guess, right?
I joined it like 10 minutes ago.
Now, okay. So why Bernie shared this yesterday, because was like I had contacted him that like I connected with one person, and I had like shared this message, and like unfortunately I got the reply, but the way I texted her, it wasn't the better way. So Bernie, I'll share just a minute. Yeah, this was a message I just like sent to get connected with her. Hello, Sarah. Like, hope you're doing well. Myself, Mohammed, graduate student. I came across the post that you would be happy to socialize resume for data analytics at JPMC. I would like to apply for the same. Looking forward to connect with you. So this was my context. Like, I didn't even like just let her know that like I'm saying thanks for her initiative, like whatever she is doing, like thank you for like bringing up this amazing initiative, like and helping the laid off people, or like helping the connection socialize your resume. So this was the point Bernie mentioned over here, is like it's better to praise the person first, like thank you and like hope you're doing well, asking, showing the courtesy. I think that's where context is. Then she replied me that like she shared her email and saying that like she's happy to get my resume. She shared her email and I did that. Like the better, like 100 in one people reply to this kind of messages. But like
Exactly.
when you're connecting with everyone, so you gotta know like how you have to message them, like what work they are doing, in what context their post is, like how we have to gather their like attention to it. Like a lot of people will be commenting interested, I'm do this, all this stuff and all. So you gotta like make and take their attention, like how to get a reply from them.
I myself have been like trying a lot of things, short messages, long messages, like the messages which you are showing. I'm trying this, but like I got only one reply out of 200 messages that I sent.
Yeah, it happens like we're connecting, like some people reply, some won't reply. So the best thing is like what strategy we are following, and like to connect with the people and like getting to know. And like when we start connecting with the fully unknown people, like who doesn't know us, like it makes sense that like they happens like 90% they won't see the message, but something like which the strategy we follow or like bringing up their attention can make the message visible to them and they might reply for it. This has happened for me like several times. From my experience, I am sharing this particular thing.
Okay.
Mm.
And may I ask, like, what is your
Mm.
outlook to the current market situation? As I guess you will be graduating this summer.
Yeah. So like we are seeing like many layoffs in like different companies, but like there's also the situation like when you open the jobs, there are a lot of jobs also. So you gotta make sure that like not bringing up your negativity inside, that like someone is being laid off and laying off is happening. So like I don't think job is not there in the market. So in this situation, make simultaneously you are learning some skill and applying. Keep check the LinkedIn. Okay, like what are up to, like for example you're looking for a software engineer, like make sure that you're updating with some technologies, modern technologies, what you're learning, what the company is asking for, and simultaneously learning and applying and connecting with people and showing concern. Like someone just put up an like post in the LinkedIn that they have been laid off from the certain situation, so visit their profile, check their experiences, just put up some comment like okay, you're saying that you have been working with certain years in the particular company, like give them message like showing support, like commenting for better each kind of thing, so which will help you build connections and understand the market. And like you can and keep applying constantly. That's what I say. Like don't think that like something is happening and there are no,
Yes.
it's not like that. Start applying, keep complete applying, that's all.
Right. Totally agreed.
Ashlesh, do you have anything to say?
No, Mohammed, I'm good. Like, I understand all those points which you're trying to say, and I'm constantly implementing what
Mm.
suggestions you have been doing.
Okay. Do you want to bring up something like which we can discuss further?
Yeah, so I have went out like in resume, do we have to mention our extracurricular activities and all those things because we don't have, like, I don't have personally that much of experience, and
Mm.
the projects are also like my experience is shifting from software engineering to data science.
Okay.
So like, so I definitely projects I kept is related to machine learning and data science, like
Mhm.
machine learning. So do I need to mention extracurricular activities and awards and all those things? What do you say on that?
Yes, like if your content is like fitting the whole one page resume, like you're putting up your experience and education skill parts, and like there is a space like where you can like actually show that like you um, came from the software engineer background, like what interests you in the data science, and like you're doing some work at IIT Chicago, like joining some organization, leading some teams and working on particular projects from your major, like putting up some extracurricular activities. Also let know the recruiter that like you are involving in the other activities too, where you're building your like personal branding, where you're like letting yourself grow with the communication skill, professional skills. So I think it would be great to like put up, add one like leadership experience kind of thing, and like putting up in the resume to give you an edge.
Okay, got it.
I think Bernie had shared something. I would like to bring up that. So yeah, I think he had shared one like resume, like which a student came to the career services, and like he has like improved his like sample resume to one of the like whatever the uh, tips given from the career services, and he has his resume is also included in this part. You can go with this link and like check about the resume. So Ashlesh, as you can see over here in the bottom section, like he has mentioned his personal achievements kind of thing. Like he is a graduate peer mentor and academic coach at Indiana Institute of Technology, and like member of National Society of Black Engineers. So like putting some extracurricular activities, let know the recruiter that like you are doing some out of the box things too, rather like with the technical stuff, and like you are across your like student community or the academic experience, all those stuff and all.
Yeah, yeah, understood.
So Bandhavi, you do have any doubts or like suggestions or any topic to bring up?
Not as of now. I'm just looking at the resume. Uh,
Yeah, I think like we can take the all the case study part and like start implementing and building your resumes and building connections and like knowing the value of the business relation. That's what like why the career service group has organized this thing to let the business relation strategies come up and like put up your opinion, explain to the people, build connections, and like let other students from Illinois Tech also know that like the value of building connections. Like sometimes you apply for like hundreds of applications, it doesn't work. There's one connection who just emails you and tells you that they have a job opportunity, and they want to interview. So this might happen for you also in the future. So make sure that like rather than only seeking job opportunities, only focusing on that, like start building connections too, which will help in the longer way of career, like whatever field you are, whatever domain you are. So make sure that you're going to the LinkedIn, checking their profile, praising people, checking their achievements. Like if you have to put up your opinion or like tell something like, okay, I saw this in your profile. Like how about like this is my opinion. So ask them about the feedback, all those kind of things. And whatever you do, like being in the interview or like being putting up some coffee chats or any kind of thing. If you have any opinion, put up this, and also Also be happy, like open to feedback. So getting feedback from them, like how to implement things and how to learn, how to improve, that can be great, and that would be great part of this thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
sure.
So that's it for today's session, or like, does anyone want to share anything so that we can discuss?
Not as of now, but if we have any doubts further, well, I'll surely connect via LinkedIn. Thank you so much for seeing.
Yeah, sure, we can do that thing.
Yeah,